Hi there, welcome back to Horror Movie Collector. This is the next video in the series of horror lobby cards. And this is the next set from the fifth film from A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 5, The Dream Child. This is a Spanish set from the 1989 film, directed by Stephen Hopkins. And you have some of the cast from the previous film. There's Lisa Wilcox that plays Alice, and Danny Hassel plays Dan. And you have new character White Hertford who plays Jacob, the little boy in the dream sequences. I found this film a little bit more darker than the previous two films, so a little bit more demonic and a little bit more scary maybe, but everyone's got different options on all the different films of Nightmare on Elm Street. Even down to Freddy's makeup in this film is slightly different, as it is in each of the Elm Street films. I think it does keep changing slightly. That's a great shot there from the dream sequence. Another dream sequence there with Freddy in the truck. Pretty gruesome scene there. But basically, the backstory is Alice is pregnant with her unborn child, and the way Freddy to come back into their dreams or nightmares is through her unborn baby, and he's trying to get through that way, through the dreams or the nightmares, through the child, and then through to Alice, this actress here that's played by Lisa Wilcox, and to attack all her friends. And shot there of Dan in one of the dream nightmare sequences. Quite a clever scene for the times, the special effects. Another dream sequence there of Freddy sort of impaled on spikes, and that's the demonic baby, Freddy Krueger. And one of Alice's friends that's being attacked by Freddy. And again, they're near the end of the film, right in the maze of steps and labyrinth at the end of the film. Plus, you also have a backstory of Amanda Krueger in that film, so you have a bit more insight into the mother's background. And then the next set is from the 1991 Freddys Dead, A Final Nightmare. Again, this is a Spanish set of lobby cards, and this is a completely different cast in this film. So you have Lisa Zane that plays Maggie, and you have Alice Cooper that has a very small part. That's Alice Cooper there that plays the foster father, or the abusive foster father to a younger version of Freddy Krueger there. So it goes into the backstory of who Freddy Krueger was growing up, as he was abused as a child and all the rest of it, and then he turned into a mass murderer, serial killer. And again, very, very different film, but this film this time is a different director again. So it's directed by Rachel Talalay, so this directed by a lady this time, so slightly different version of the story. It goes into a lot of the backstory with Freddy's upbringing and how he became what he was. And then this is the actress here that plays Lisa Zane, that plays Maggie, and she discovers that her father is actually Freddy Krueger as she investigates. And she's looking after like homeless children in a home, and they're all being attacked by his entity basically, and these are all the friends that are in the film. But great shots of Robert Englund's character, Lisa Zane there again with Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, and then the only way she can kill him was by to bring him through into the real world and then dispose of him that way. And this film was 3D, so towards the end of the film you were given like 3D glasses, and you watched the film in 3D. Great shots there from Freddys Dead, The Final Nightmare. And then finally, the last set is a German set of lobby cards. They're slightly smaller set this time. And this is 1994. This is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. The title of this German set is called Freddys New Nightmare, but it's actually Wes Craven's New Nightmare. So it was written and directed by Wes Craven, and this film you had a lot of the cast from the original Nightmare on Elm Street film and from the third film, the Dream Warriors. So you have Heather Langenkamp, John Saxon and Robert Englund. They all come back into this film and they all play themselves. And there's a shot there of Heather Langenkamp, a famous scene with the tongue coming through the telephone, which is reused again in this film. But basically they're all playing themselves, and she's playing the real life herself, Heather Langenkamp, and living popularity lifestyle through her films, the Nightmare on Elm Street films. And you have like a demonic entity that's trying to invade the real world and haunt the cast and crew responsible for the Elm Street films, and that is Robert Englund's character. That's like more of a demonic Freddy Krueger, who's a more darker and more sinister, which is what Wes Craven was looking for, I think, than the comic character of Freddy Krueger. Shot there, Robert Englund, who's playing himself, and he's I think that scene he's painting, and then what he's painting is a shot of this vision of the real demonic entity of the real sort of Freddy Krueger that's trying to come through into the real world, which is actually very clever. And then this shot here, that is again there Freddy Krueger's character with Miko Hughes that plays Dylan, which is Heather Langenkamp's son in the film. And then there he is again there, that's trying to he's like possessed, as like the possession of the Freddy Krueger character that's obviously affecting him in the character through watching his mother's film, A Nightmare on Elm Street. And then again there, Freddy Krueger. The outfit is very different. He's got a long dark black coat. The hand is different. It's not a glove, it's more of a proper hand with claws, and sort of black leather pants and black boots. So it's a slightly different version of the demonic Freddy Krueger. So that's it. That's for all these horror lobby cards for this series, and hope to do more soon. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy collecting. Bye.